Should say.
That's right.
She said okay. It is
There's no
7
hard
o'clock.
feelings, but
7 o'clock and you are live.
On the other hand, you're the head, so you decide.
Yeah, that's right, here I am. Okay, I'm going to call to order the March 16th meeting of the Indiana Planning Commission. Clerk, if we can do a roll, please.
Chair Lassen. Vice Chair Marino.
Here.
Commissioner Maskey.
Here.
Commissioner Stanton.
Here,
Commissioner Thomas.
Here.
Commissioner Dygan.
Here.
Commissioner Sangetti Daniels. Here. Councilmember Risper.
Here.
Okay, so we will move into correspondence. Do we have any? No, we do not. Great. Is there anyone here to petition the planning commission that's not for an item that's on the agenda? No. Okay, so we'll move directly into new business. We have an applicant, Victoria Wood. I don't think you're Victoria. But 2 Kearney Street, the applicant proposes the demolition of a 2-car garage on the above mentioned property. Are you here for that item? Would you like to add anything to that?
No,
Covered it.
yeah, I think the application is self-explanatory.
Okay. So the first thing we will do is the seeker. Type 2, right? We're just knocking down a.
Yep, so the board has kind of set up a precedent where they've applied this specific section of seeker to demolitions of basically accessory structures, which is 617.521, which is minor temporary use of land by negligible or no permanent impact.
Questions or comments from the board on that?
I move we go this type 2 action.
Okay, so we have a motion from Commissioner Dyson
Second,
and a second from Commissioner Maskin. Anyone's comments, questions?
I'm a little bit curious, I know about seekers when you're going to build new property. When you take down old property, how does that apply in terms of?
so some projects that are large, for example, like the Ford building,
Yeah,
because of its size, because of its proximity to like a historic, like the National Register District.
yeah,
Instances where like you could be doing a lot of permanent, like impacts, like you're pulling out a basement or. But in the case of like a 1 or 2 family home, like accessory buildings, this whole section of 617.521 is basically like, you're gonna tear a building down that's small.
Yeah.
Arguably, it's not gonna have any sort of environmental impact.
yeah.
The state law still requires that you perform seeker on anything where there's a discretionary review process. So our code says that in order to do a demolition, you're required to do a site plan review. So state laws then trigger seeker because it says, if you make a discretionary determination, you then have to classify it as either no impact or like a type 2, or an unlisted action, which would be, could have or could not have an impact.
Okay,
So basically you're just checking a box of, we did our due diligence, we do not believe that tearing down this small garage is going to significantly impact the environment,
okay.
which I would agree with, and I think most normal rational human beings would agree with as well.
Any other questions or comments on the seeker? So we have a first and a second. Do you want to do a roll?
Vice Chair Marino.
Yes.
Commissioner Maskey.
Yes.
Commissioner Stanton.
Yes,
Commissioner Thomas.
Yes.
Commissioner Dygan.
Yes.
Commissioner Sangetti Daniels. Yes. Passes.
Okay. So it passes. And next we'll move on to the site plan review.
So the city of Oneonta basically says that you have 2 ways you can tear a building down. It either has to go to the Board of Public Service and be declared condemned or unsafe. The code office did an inspection of this building, determined it probably would not meet the criteria of a condemned or unsafe building. Therefore, to issue a demolition permit, we are required to do site plan review. Basically, your site plan review would be conditioning the removal of material and how the site is going to be left after the demolition is completed. That's kind of what you're. So I don't know, this would be where the applicant would probably fill in on what he's planning to do.
If you would, or,
Victoria Wood is my daughter. I'm David Gomez.
okay,
as of this moment, the intention is to remove the structure, and they have already made arrangements with Oneonta Fence to enclose the exposed areas, the back of the house where the current garage is, and the side yard as well. But there is no plan at this point to construct another structure on that site.
So green space for now.
That is no guess.
Okay.
You're planning on putting grass in there?
My understanding is once the structure is down, I'm not quite sure what is underneath the garage. So to remove whatever is there, I don't know if it's concrete or blacktop, but to remove that and create a green space for my grandson.
Okay.
Do you have that all lined up for someone to take it down?
We have somebody identified pending the approval of this board, and that the arrangements will be made. The current contractor is insured and bonded, et cetera. So don't believe that that would be a problem, but arrangements have not been made until this board grants its approval.
That's like the motion.
Any other questions or comments from the commission? All right, hearing none, if you could do a roll, please.
Vice Chair Williams,
Yes.
Commissioner Massey,
Yes.
Commissioner Stanton,
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Dyken,
Yes.
Commissioner Singley. Yes. Passes.
You're all set to remove your garage or your daughter's.
You'll need to go to the code office.
I'm
You'll
getting-
need to go to the.
Is there anything that I should convey as part of the board to my daughter on this action, or? Okay,
Just come to the code office and she'll have to get a demolition permit.
Yeah. we'll move forward with that then. You all have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Quick and easy.
All right, does the commission have anything else you want to discuss, talk
Yes.
about?
Yes, I brought up last meeting that I'm trying to find some way to get a three-way stop put on the corner of Walnut Street and Church Street in order to make the turn safer, in order to slow traffic down.
Walnut Street and what?
Walnut and Church Street.
Oh, Church, okay.
Yeah. And it's I'll just repeat what I said last week. It's a pretty good straightaway from Church Street up.
I walk by it all the time.
Yeah, and it also is a little difficult to enter Church Street from Walnut Street because you got cars going fast both ways. So I thought a three-way stop sign would be appropriate for that. But I don't know exactly how to get the whole thing rolling. And Dave has kindly said he's going to look into that, so.
Well, you can come and bring it up at our quality of life infrastructure meeting on the 28th of this month.
Okay. What day is that? What day of the week is that?
That's Monday
Monday.
at
Okay.
5 o'clock.
And it's gonna be in this building here?
Mhm.
Okay, we'll do that. That's the next step.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill Greg in, I'm gonna send him an email right now. So he's aware of it, so he can bring forward whether it's a doable thing, because
Mhm.
with every action, there's a reaction, of course.
Yes.
So I just don't know what that reaction would be to traffic,
Yeah.
so.
What time? 7 o'clock perhaps?
5 o'clock,
5 o'clock. All right.
Dinner time.
of course.
Fight correctly.
That's all I have.
Anybody else have anything? Can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So.
Commissioner Massey? Second?
Second.
Ah, thank you. Commissioner Thomas,
Excuse me.
we're adjourned.